welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a review on the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation. If you do want to see a review and a demo, then please keep watching. As a huge favor, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and comment anything down below. I greatly appreciate it. I read all the comments and I will do my best to reply back. This foundation retails for $44 on Sephora's website. I do want to read a little bit about this. A 16-hour natural glow foundation with buildable medium coverage to hydrate, smooth, blur pores, and brighten skin. I purchased 3 different shades of this foundation. I wasn't sure what my shade was. I used the shade matching tool online. One of the foundations matched me to number 11, one of them matched me to number 9, and the other one matched me to number 10. I just purchased all 3. I know that's a little excessive. I'm probably gonna get use out of this foundation if I like the foundation. If I don't like it, I'm still gonna use it. That's a lot of money. Here's a closer look on what the packaging looks like. It says Charlotte's Beautiful Skin Foundation. It says skin looks more radiant by up to 285%. Long lasting plus pollution defense. Down at the bottom it states it in a different language. You get 30 milliliters of product or 1 fluid ounces, which is typical in a foundation. Up at the top you have the shade name. This shade is in number 11, Cool. On the side of the packaging you have a little description and then all of these claims. It says undetectable coverage, improves the look of skin with each wear, clinically proven results, boost hydration up to 166%, skin looks plumper and smoother by up to 181%, skin tone looks more even up to 210%. Over 90% of users agree minimizes the appearance of pores, reduces the appearance of pigmentation and dark spots, skin appears instantly brighter. Down here at the very bottom, that's where I started to laugh. It says tested on 33 people. Tested over 33 people over 4 weeks, 312 people tested over 4 weeks. Charlotte, so you're telling me you only tested the foundation on 33 people for 4 weeks? Come on. After all these claims, you only tested the foundation on 33 people? I'm shocked. I expected more testing on Charlotte's end, but we'll see if this foundation gives me beautiful skin. Here are all the claims that are listed once more, and then on the other side it says it in a different language, and then on the back you have the ingredients listed and the barcode. It does state that the foundation was made in Italy and it has a 12-month shelf life. I'm first going to start off with the shade in number 9, Warm. Hopefully this shade matches me. If not, we'll move on to the other shades. Here's a closer look on what the packaging looks like. It comes in a squeezy tube, and then you have the shade name printed on the back. Again, this is shade number 9, Warm, and it comes with a pump. I like that. So let's see. Here's 1 pump. Okay, that's a little bit runny. 9 Warm is described as tan with warm peach undertones. Let's apply this on my skin. This seems more yellow than warm. I might have to open up the other 2 shades. The second shade is number 10, Neutral. I re-swatched shade number 9. That way we have enough room for all 3 swatches. I'm gonna pump out 1 pump of the shade in number 10. Here's what 1 pump in shade number 10 looks like. Again, it's a bit runny. This looks golden. This is drying down a little bit darker. Here's number 10. That's what number 10 looks like. This shade kind of matches me. Let's see what number 11 looks like. Shade number 11 is Cool. Here's what all 3 shades look like. None of these quite match me. Maybe the middle shade. Here's what shade number 11 looks like in Cool. I'm leaning towards number 10. I'm gonna let these swatches dry down on the back of my hand, but I'm gonna remove these swatches. I removed those swatches from my face. My skin is nice and clean. I don't have any product on my skin. I don't have any moisturizer, any primer, anything. My skin is bare. Again, the shade we're gonna be using is a number 10, Neutral. I'm gonna do 2 pumps on the back of my arm. Dot it all over. On the right side of my face, I'm going to be applying it using a brush. It's looking very yellow. It's supposed to be a cool tone foundation. We'll see what it looks like. Here's what one layer looks like. I feel like number 10 is the best match for me. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Again, I'm gonna be applying 2 more pumps and dotting it on this side. On the left side of my face, I'm gonna be blending it out using a dampened beauty blender. Again, here's what one layer of the foundation looks like using my dampened beauty blender. The foundation is very glowy. I don't have any product on my skin and I already look very shiny. This is a radiant foundation, so I can't be upset with it. I'm looking at the foundation up close in the mirror. It didn't cover up my redness that I have, nor my hyperpigmentation. On the outer packaging, it says reduces the appearance of pigmentation and dark spots. It doesn't look reduced. Here's what it says on the box. I don't want to apply too much of this foundation since it is a glowy product. I do want to apply just 2 more pumps where my hyperpigmentation is to see if it's buildable. We'll do a little bit on this side. We'll let it sit for a minute. We'll let it dry down. We'll do a little bit on this side too. And then on my nose. Again, that's that 2 additional pumps I pumped out. I don't have any more product. While that is sitting, I'm going to be doing my eyebrows. I'm going to apply 1 coat of my Rare Beauty Volumizing Mascara. I'm going to go back in and blend this out. I'm not loving how the foundation looks. I don't think the foundation is buildable. It didn't add more coverage. I'm going to blend this side out. I'm going to set my under eyes with a little bit of my Too Faced Peach Perfect Setting Powder. That way there's no creasing. I'm just using a regular eyeshadow brush. I'm not gonna set my entire face because again, I want to see how it performs on its own. It looks like I've worn the foundation the entire day. It looks very worn out. Just don't like how it looks. I'm still gonna wear it. I want to see how it wears throughout my day, but before we do that, I do want to show you the swatches. They haven't dried down completely. It's still wet, as you can see. So I don't know if this formula is gonna dry down completely. I do want to do a fresh pump of each. I'm gonna quickly remove this. Here's a fresh swatch of number 9. It looks like it does oxidize. Yeah, so there's number 9, and here's what it looks like dried down. Here's number 10. This is the shade that I have on currently. Yeah. Look at that, it dried down a little bit darker. Here's the last shade in shade number 11. Here's what all 3 swatches look like. It kind of dried down and then freshly swatched. Here's one last look on what everything looks like. I will check back in at the end of the night to see how everything wears, and I will see you then. Hey guys, it is the end of the night of me testing out the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation in the shade number 10. Here's how it wore throughout my day. I did wear a face mask today, that's why you might see some lines. I don't like how the foundation wore on its own. It did break down rather quickly. You can see my redness peeking through where my cheeks are. Granted, I did wear a face mask, but my face mask was covered here, not all the way up. I do want to see how much foundation comes off on my fingertips, so I'm just gonna press my skin. And yeah, the foundation is transferring. I also want to use a blotting tissue just to see how much product comes off. Wow, that's a lot of oil. Here's how much product came off on the blotting tissue. And here's what my skin looks like after I blotted. I do like how it looks matte versus how it looks very dewy. Tomorrow I will be setting the foundation with setting powder so we can see what it looks like, and I will see you then. Hey guys, it is day 2 of me testing out the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation. I already applied my base product. I applied my moisturizer, my primer, and my sunscreen. I'm not sure why I applied primer. I wanted to see how the foundation worked with my sunscreen, but that's totally fine. We can try that out tomorrow. For moisturizer, I applied my Belief True Cream Aqua Bomb, and then I applied my sunscreen. This is from Live Tinted. For primer, I applied my Lancome blurring primer all over my face. Here's what this blurring primer looks like. If you're curious, I'm almost out of mine. I'm not sure if they still make these, but this is a great blurring primer. I also applied a little bit of the Too Faced Hangover Primer on my neck for hydration. Again, I'm going to be applying the shade number 10. Taking a little bit on the back of my hand, I took 2 pumps. Using a foundation brush, I'm going to go into it and then apply it all over. I liked how the foundation applied with a brush. With a beauty blender, I wasn't a huge fan of it. I feel like there wasn't enough coverage. I'm just going to be setting the foundation with setting powder. I won't be applying any additional product, so no blush, bronzer, any of that. I want to see how it wears with the products underneath. I'm going to go over the foundation using my damp beauty blender. I forgot to apply some to my neck. Taking 2 more pumps, dotting it where my hyperpigmentation is. I'm going to apply a little bit of brow product while that's setting. Going back in using my brush, blending this out. Here's what everything looks like. I like how the foundation is sitting on top of my products. I'm going to set everything with my Too Faced Peach Perfect setting powder. Here's what one side looks like set with powder, and then the other side not set. I'm going to set the other side. Here's what it looks like set. I'm looking at my skin up close in the mirror. I don't like how it looks with setting powder. It looks very dry, and again, it didn't cover up much. You can still see a little bit of my skin peeking through. Definitely my hyperpigmentation. I'm not liking this beautiful skin foundation so far. My skin is gorgeous, but sometimes I do want to cover up my imperfections. It's not doing a great job covering up. It's looking a little bit dry on this side. It looks a little bit patchy. I'm not loving how the foundation looks after I applied setting powder. I thought it would look a little bit better. It's not. I'm going to set everything with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. I love this setting spray. It locks in your makeup. It's basically hairspray for your face. It's really good. I'm going to give it another good shake, and I'll apply some. Taking my beauty blender, I'm just going to press it in a bit. I'm going to apply a little bit of the Lash Princess Volumizing Mascara from Essence. For lips, I'm going to apply the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in the shade Fussy. Here's one last look on what everything looks like. I will check back in with you guys at the end of the night, and I will see you then. Hey guys, it is the end of the night of me testing out the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation. Here's how the foundation wore. It did crease underneath both of my eyes. I'm gonna look up so you can see, which is strange because yesterday it did not crease. I did set my under eyes with setting powder. It didn't crease this much. I'm not sure if I applied too much setting powder this time around. I'm looking at the foundation up close in the mirror. I'm not liking how it looks on this side. It looks very textured, very patchy, and a little bit dry as well. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. That's what I'm seeing on this side. Same thing over here. I'm seeing a lot of texture, a lot of dryness. Of course, I'm super duper shiny right here in the middle. That's where I normally get shiny. I'm not liking this foundation so far. It's a little bit makeup-y in my opinion. I'm not loving how it looks with my primer underneath it, with my moisturizer or my sunscreen. I'm not sure if it's any of those that's causing it. I'll check back in with you guys tomorrow, and I will see you then. Hey guys, it is day 3 of me testing out the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation. I think I might be getting a breakout from this foundation. This pimple was not here before, and I feel like it's the foundation. I'm not 100% sure, but I still want to keep testing out the foundation. I've already applied my moisturizer and sunscreen. For moisturizer, I applied my True Cream Aqua Bomb from Believe. For sunscreen, I applied the Lift Tinted Hue Guard sunscreen. I told you guys yesterday I wanted to apply the foundation, just testing it out with my sunscreen, because yesterday I accidentally applied primer. This time I don't have any primer on my skin. Again, I'm going to be testing out the shade in number 10. I'm going to do 2 pumps on the back of my hand. Dot this all over. Taking my foundation brush, I'm going to blend this in. Taking 2 more pumps of the foundation, again dotting it all over. Here's what one layer of the foundation looks like. Taking 2 more pumps on the back of my hand. Again, I'm just gonna build it up where my hyperpigmentation is. Again, I don't think this foundation is buildable. It doesn't look good when it's built up. I'm gonna be taking my fingertips and just patting this in. I'm gonna let that sit while I do my eyebrows. Using my foundation brush, I'm gonna blend this in. I have a little bit of my Too Faced Peach Perfect setting powder on this cap. I'm just taking an eyeshadow brush. I'm gonna set underneath my eyes. Taking a large fluffy brush, I'm gonna dip back into my Too Faced Peach Perfect setting powder. I'm gonna set all over. Here's what everything looks like set with setting powder. I won't be applying product on top because again, I want to see how the foundation works with my sunscreen. I'm going to apply a little bit of my Rare Beauty Volumizing Mascara. For lips, I'm going to apply the Tower 28 Shine On Lip Jelly Gloss in the shade Almond. Here's one last look on what everything looks like. Check back in at the end of the night to see how everything wears, and I will see you then. Hey guys, it is the end of the night of me testing out the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation. Here's how it wore throughout the day. I'm looking at the foundation up close in the mirror. It did rub off where my chin is. The foundation is clinging onto my dry patch pimple that I have. It is emphasizing texture on my cheeks. I don't like how the foundation looks overall. I don't like how it looks on top of my sunscreen. I know it's not the sunscreen that's emphasizing the texture. With my other foundations, the sunscreen does not do that. I don't like how dry and textured my skin looks at the end of the night. So far, I don't like how the foundation looks like on its own and how it wears throughout my day, but we'll see what the foundation looks like with product on top of it. I will see you guys tomorrow for that. We'll see you then. Hey guys, it is day 4 of me testing out the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation. Today I'm going to be applying the foundation with product on top. I already primed and moisturized my skin. For moisturizer, I went in with my Believe True Cream Aqua Bomb. For sunscreen, I applied the Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen. For primer, I applied the Too Faced Hangover Primer. Again, I'm going to be using shade number 10. I'm going to pump out 2 pumps on the back of my hand. I'm taking my foundation brush and I'm going right into it, applying it directly on my skin. Here's what one layer of the foundation looks like. For concealer, I'm going to apply the Anastasia Beverly Hills Magic Touch Concealer. I'm going to do 3 little dots. Wow, this shade is dark. It's number 18. I wasn't expecting it to be this dark. I'm just gonna use it just to cover up my hyperpigmentation that I have. Using that same foundation brush, I'm gonna blend it out. I honestly was not expecting this concealer to be that dark, but wow, look at the coverage. It covered up my hyperpigmentation really nicely. This is the first time I've actually used these on my skin. I swatched them, but I totally forgot about them, to be honest. I'm gonna apply a little bit of the shade in number 17. I think this one would be much better. Yeah, it looks better. Let's see. Not really. I might have to use my NYX Bear with Me concealer. I'll apply a little of that as well. I definitely have to go back to Sephora and purchase lighter shades. These two shades are too dark for my skin tone. I'm gonna apply a little bit of the Nyx Bear with Me Concealer Serum. I'm just gonna do 2 pumps. Taking an eyeshadow brush, I'm gonna apply this to the skin. This concealer is thick, a little bit goes a very long way. I'm gonna be using my beauty blender and I'll blend it out. I honestly thought those ABH concealers would match me. It's been a while since I tried it on. Anywho, using my damp beauty blender, I'm gonna blend this. I think that looks a little bit better. I'm gonna be setting everything with my Too Faced Peach Perfect setting powder. For bronzer, I'm gonna apply the ABH powder bronzer in the shade Saddle. For blush, I'm going to apply the shade In Tempting from Jaclyn Cosmetics. I'm going to set my face with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. Let me give this a good little shake. For mascara, I'm going to apply the Rare Beauty Volumizing Mascara. For lips, I'm going to apply the Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm in the shade Vanilla Beige. Here's what everything looks like. I will check back in at the end of the night to see how this makeup performs throughout the day, and I will see you then. Hey guys, it is the end of the night of me testing out the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation in the shade number 10. Here's how the foundation wore. My under eyes did crease because I applied too many concealers, so that has nothing to do with the foundation. But I do want to point out that on my neck, it did crease. I did set it with setting powder, so I'm not sure why it creased on my neck like it did. I'm gonna look up so you can see. Can you see how it creased on my necklines? That didn't happen before. I'm looking at the foundation up close in the mirror. I still don't like how it looks. Again, you can see all my texture. It's just not a good foundation so far. Again, I'm still going to be testing out the foundation throughout this entire week. I will check back in with you guys towards the end of the week, and I will see you then. Hey guys, it is the end of the week of me testing out the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation. My final thoughts on this foundation is that I don't like it. It's not buildable. It's too glowy for my skin type. I don't like how it wears throughout the day. It shows a lot of texture. I did not like how the foundation wore throughout my day. My skin type is very oily, and I just didn't like how it looked at the end of the night. Even after I set it with setting powder and setting spray, it just did not look good on me. If your skin type is dry to combo, you might like this foundation, but overall for me, I just did not like it, and for $43, I don't think it's worth the price. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below if you guys have tried this foundation, seen it in stores, got a sample. If you guys did enjoy this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe. I will see you guys in my next video.